Thanks.
All right, to say these have been tough times for investors is an understatement, and we're getting a better sense today of just how bad it is. UBS is out with the results of its brand new investor survey, and Bonnie Park, the head of America's wealth planning at UBS Global Wealth Management, is here to talk about it. Bonnie, good to see you this morning. Extensive survey by UBS and your team. One number that stood out to me, 75% of investors think life has changed forever. What does that mean for the future of investing?
Yeah, and actually that figure is higher in the US, where the number is actually 82% of Americans feel that there will be lasting changes. And what that means, Brian, is that people are starting to make some different changes. 92% of Americans are prioritizing health as a top priority for them. 70% of them are considering traveling less going forward. A significant number of also thinking about working remotely more. And almost half Americans also believe that they are going to plan a move at some point in the future, whether it's to move closer to family or to move away from populated areas such as New York City, for example.
Bonnie, when it comes to finances through the survey, 67% of people surveyed said the pandemic has impacted how they view and think about their money. What were some of the biggest takeaways there?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things that we've seen is that there's been a real focus on wealth with purpose and really thinking about the why and the emotional value of what that money is intended to serve for them. And so when we think about wealth in the way that we approach it at UBS, we think about it in terms of three strategies: liquidity, which is what you need for the short term; longevity, which is throughout your lifetime; and legacy, which is for the benefit of others, whether it's for your family, your heirs, or towards charities and the communities. And what is so fascinating is that although 70% of Americans feel they were significantly impacted, we've also seen that millennials have been disproportionately impacted. So 75% of millennials feel that they've had an impact, but 63% of them still have an interest in sustainable investing. And so the takeaway here is if you combine those two findings, that there's a real sense of empathy where we've seen this global health crisis and how it's impacted the economy, and people are actually choosing to refocus on themselves, their families, and their communities, which I think is a great theme to see at the end of the day.
And also, I thought in a pretty hopeful sign, you had 79% of surveyors saying that they believe there's opportunity right now in this current environment. Did they say where they see that opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, with the volatility in the market, there's always opportunity. And I think as long as you have a disciplined approach to tactical investing, to have that tactical sleeve as a part of your overall portfolio, there will be some market opportunity, in certain sectors. I also think there's an opportunity to look beyond the strategies of just your traditional portfolio. Think about the other side of the balance sheet. Think about protection in the form of life insurance, long-term care, and disability. And what we've really seen in our conversations is that people are looking for a broader array of advice, not just around selecting, specific stocks, but what does this mean for their overall financial situation?
All right, we'll leave it there. Bonnie Park, head of America's wealth planning at UBS Global Wealth Management. Good to see you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Great. Thank you.
Hey, investors. Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.